I like that song. So I don't hate the pick. I can't believe that you... Jesus Christ,
shut the fuck up.
I cannot believe
This is
that
why I don't text, by the way.
Jesus.
How do I do it?
How are you not...
How do I do it?
It's on the side. Jesus Christ.
Brunch.
Hit it, boys. All right, do you want this one?
Do I want what?
Do we do this?
This?
The thing that I'm about to say. Once I say the next thing that I say, kind of everything changes. Not just in brunch, in the world. This is just such a game changer that a lot of things are gonna be flipped on its fucking head if we proceed. Should we proceed?
If it is what I think it is, I say yes. Can I spoil it?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because I'm concerned that if we go with this and we say this next part and we do this next part, it's going to be such a holy cow, where do we go from here? Again, not brunch, the world, the listeners, the people. Should we proceed?
Let's proceed.
Because if we do,
Jesus
it's going to be a
Christ.
whole fucking thing. And we ain't never done nothing like this before.
Let's do it.
It's Monday and people are pissed. Here's the Newsweek headline. Gay lion spotted having sex in the savannah. Kenyan official is outraged.
Ooh, man, they gave it to us. They handed us the outrage right there in the headline.
It's how I found it. I
Oh, yeah.
did what did I search for first? I searched for Furious in a Google News search. Here's the issue when you search for Furious.
Fast and the Furious.
There
all
are
news
still
results.
news fucking articles about Fast and the Furious.
Every day, man. Every day. The news cycle never stops.
Who the fuck still cares about Fast and the Furious? I still care so little, but it's like, you'll never guess what Tyrese did.
It's Tyrese and The Rock now.
Are they feuding?
Apparently.
I saw it seemed like there was a feud. I was very intrigued to click on it. Instead, I changed my Furious search to outraged, and immediately my attention was fucking taken by this thing.
The gay lions, man, they are out of control.
So this isn't like a Kenyan official is outraged, as in a Kenyan official says that his company is outraged. No. Like, the Kenyan official went off.
This is his fucking nightmare.
Yes.
Apparently, in Kenya, there are some gay-ass lions that are just fucking each other left and right.
Well, it's really a photograph circulated.
Oh,
so
really?
there was a photographer who went to, where did he go? I just got to read the lead. I'm sorry. A photograph of two male lions in an apparent sexual encounter has caused quite a stir in Kenya, and the head of the country's film censorship board thinks that the animals must have learned their behavior from humans. Quote, these animals need counseling because they probably have been influenced by gays who have gone to the national parks and behaved badly. Ezekiel Mutua, the chief executive of the Kenya Film Classification Board, KFCB, told Nairobi News.
There's a lot to dissect here, just
He
from
probably
that
saw
part
some
right
gay
there.
people and, like, turned gay.
And, like, is it normal for gay people to just be fucking all over this reserve?
Well, that's the thing. When he says, like, gay people behaving badly, like, one of my friends is gay, and when I think of, like, hey, imagine that guy behaving badly, like, I've seen that guy yell at fucking, like cab drivers, like, behave badly, like people behave badly.
Yeah.
So when he's like, I bet some gay people were behaving badly.
Yeah, like,
I was
when you
were
say
they shoplifting?
Right. It's like when you say, like, there were some, like, if you're referring to straight people, you're like, oh, they were behaving badly. You don't think of them, like, just...
It's like they're, like, hitting people.
Yeah, they're not just fucking all over
Having
the place.
sex? Yeah.
Or just, like, I bet there aren't gay people just blowing each other all over this fucking Kenyan reserve.
I know no gay people who are like, I know it'll rile them up.
I know how to really fuck up these lions.
Yeah.
Drop your drawers.
Right. I also
but-
like that it's called, like, an apparent sexual encounter.
It's like, well,
It's like as close as you can
there's
get
some real
to-
gray area for these lions fucking.
Yeah. It's like, yo, so what happened with that girl last night? Come on, man. You could tell us. Nah, I don't kiss and tell. Nah. All right. There was an apparent sexual encounter.
Allegedly.
Right.
But I do like these lions need counseling.
Yeah.
Like, even if they were gay lions, what are you going to fucking bring them to a therapist and convince them to not be gay?
Mike Pence loves this
Yes.
fucking Kenyan official.
Yes,
He's
he
like,
does.
yes, you know what?
Some zap therapy to get these lions back on track.
Yes. Matua's comments after pictures taken by... Poorly written. Again, this is why we need editors. Matua's comments after pictures taken by UK showed 2 male lions retreating into a busy area in the Masai Mara, a game reserve in southwest Kenya. One of the lions lay down and was mounted by the other. Quote... oh, no, this is a quote from someone who's not Matua. I only want quotes from Matua.
But I did see that the lion encounter only lasted, or no, typical lion encounters only
2
last
seconds.
for a few
Same.
seconds.
Yeah.
So you got more lions
Same.
than you know.
Couple of lions on this podcast.
Right. But these lions, the gay lions, they were going at it for like an hour.
Can't
so
identify.
good for them.
Yeah, right. We're a couple of straight lions on this podcast.
Wouldn't that but now that I think about it, would that like I don't know, would that like hint towards maybe they're not gay, maybe they were just experimenting and they kind of weren't into it? If they usually last a few seconds and this time they lasted an hour and they couldn't
maybe they were like
finish.
struggling.
It's like maybe they're like, really
they
trying to
be
force
making
this.
love for an hour, but there were a lot of breaks and talking.
Yes.
There was a lot of, like, one of them seemed very distraught. The other one was
need to be
reassuring.
consoled, yes.
Yeah, the other one was very reassuring. But I love it. Like, if you see the picture, it's on Newsweek. It's just like two dude lions having sex. There is nothing but that happening in that picture. So when I saw like someone's upset about the picture, I'm like, what could the picture look like? Just like, and the cool thing about gay lions when they have sex is they're still every fucking bit as majestic.
Obviously. It would be even more majestic because male lions are like the more majestic looking feature.
What is more fucking lion-like than just...
Two manes blowing in the wind while they blow each other.
Because the female lions don't have manes, correct?
Yes.
Right. Or I didn't know if that was true or if they just wanted to make Nala look hot, so they didn't give her a mane.
The males
very
don't have
slimming
manes.
to not have a mane.
Yes, the males don't have manes.
Nala looked a lot better than Simba, and I honestly think it was because she didn't have a mane.
Please don't sexualize the Lion King.
It's very problematic.
But now that we bring that up, there's a good chance maybe in the upcoming new live-action Lion King, you're going to get to see some gay-ass lions.
With Zac Efron.
Yes.
Is Zac Efron actually in that?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just fucked with
Who
the graphic.
else is in it? I saw that I thought that maybe you just you took some liberties.
The cast is stacked. It's Donald Glover, Beyonce.
All right, I'm going to do a little timeout. We're starting to get into relax with Donald Glover territory, which I didn't think was ever going to happen.
No,
it was like
there.
Donald Glover does everything. It's so cool. He acts, he does comedy, he raps, he's a great musician, he does all these fun things. And I'm like, I totally agree. And they're like, did you hear he's in the new fucking Harry Potter? And I was like, cool. I'm not going to see it anyway, but whatever. Here he's in the new Star Wars. Cool. Here he's in Game of Thrones. Sweet. You hear he's in Lion King. Like, let Randy work.
Randy could still be. I feel like Randy could be a hyena in this upcoming movie. Do you want me to run through the cast because it's pretty impressive?
Give it to me now.
Donald Glover, Beyonce, James Earl Jones back to reprise his role.
Awesome.
John Oliver is Zazu. Very excited about that.
Could have seen that coming.
Yeah. Seth Rogen is Pumbaa, and Billy Eichner is Timon.
Check this out. Who am I? Scar, brother.
Mufasa.
That was Mufasa.
Yeah, nailed it. Good job.
You deliberately disobeyed me. And what's worse, you put Nala in danger.
That's pretty good.
Let me tell you something my father told me.
Who was Mufasa? Is that James Earl Jones in the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was. I'm interested to see.
Why'd you go run? Why'd you go in the fucking? What's the thing? Where does Whoopi live in there with Scar? All the hyenas.
In a cave.
They go playing around in it though, and it's called like the something, and you're not supposed to go there, and they go there.
The Barrens.
Which it's so fucking scary that there's no fucking way they actually would have gone there.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
They're childish. Now that I think about it, Ray Romano should have been cast as Timon.
No, Ray Romano should have been Zazu. It would be him or John Oliver. Ray Romano would have been the better choice, though.
That would have been hilarious.
If it was just him doing his DJ as Ray Romano impression. That would have been fucking unbelievable. They're like, why does Ray Romano sound like someone doing a Ray Romano impression? Why is he so loud?
And now that when I hear Ray Romano, I don't even think, I feel like, is Ray Romano doing an accent now? Because I'm more, like, your version of Ray Romano is more synonymous with Ray Romano.
Yeah, I think that mine's a little, I think that he's
a little more on the nose.
Yes,
he needs to work on his Ray Romano voice.
Exactly. He's a little far off.
But yeah, that's it's Monday and people are pissed. Anything more on the Gay Lions?
No, I mean, I'm a huge fan of them.
I think we really need to.
I want them to like.
So what's like the gayest pop culture thing that you could bring a lion to check to see if it actually gets influenced by gay people?
Well, for some reason, a Carly Rae Jepsen concert. I don't agree with that, but based on articles that have been written, there was an article written that was like, hey, how come the gays like Carly Rae Jepsen so much? And it was like, because she fucking rules, you idiot.
Right, but the gays do love Carly Rae Jepsen a lot.
They do, but again, that's because the gays are smarter.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know, but I think we really need to put them to like a pop culture test and see if they show some gay tendencies, I guess.
Okay. Well,
or cast them. Go back in time, cast them in Friends, and see if they get made fun of.
That's true. That's actually the way to do it. Go back in time, put them in a room with Monica, and see what she does, because she was not too nice to our friends in the gay community. Welcome to Taylor Swift Week. Big week for Taylor Swift. Reputation comes out on Friday when she will be celebrating the death of Kanye West's mother. Very fucked up move on her part, but I guess the haters gonna hate.
We also got a new single from Taylor Swift over the weekend, which was kind of a surprise drop. She didn't really tease that, did she?
Yeah, she did in the couple days leading up to it, but it wasn't like there's been no rhyme or reason. It's always been late in the week when she's come out with these songs.
This is like a Friday night or something,
wasn't it?
It was
like a Thursday. It was Thursday night going into Friday. It's called Call It What You Will.
Call It What You Want.
Call It What You Want, that's right. I have never... The first 30 seconds of that song are as optimistic as you'll ever feel about a song. And then it gets to the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus doesn't really go anywhere. And before you can even remark on that, you realize, oh, that wasn't a pre-chorus. That was a chorus, and that didn't fucking go anywhere. That song, the more I listen to it, it's like the opposite. The first listen, I really liked it. That song, for all intents and purposes, sucks.
It doesn't suck.
I like it, but it sucks.
It doesn't suck. It's somewhat forgettable as soon as you're done listening to it.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those songs where you're listening to it and you zone out during it, and then once it ends,
not good.
You forget that you were listening to it, and then it ends, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I was listening to a song."
Yeah.
But it's enjoyable. Like it's very easy. It goes down easy.
It's monotonous.
Yes, well, it's for sure monotonous.
Yeah.
It's very level. There are very few ups and downs.
Right.
It's consistent all the way through.
The transients
for better or for worse.
do not exist. I had a fun tweet when it came out. I said, hey, check out this sound wave of Call It What You Want. And I just Googled sound wave beep. And so it was just like one like thick like bar that didn't go up or down. Got like 4 likes, but again, the 4 likers were like, that was some smart shit right there.
But maybe this is what Taylor Swift was doing with the first couple of releases, which were pretty, for all intents and purposes, garbage.
I still think that I think that it is very possible, against all odds, that Look What You Made Me Do is still the best song she's put out so far.
Christ.
Crazy. Which
No.
is that's not like a me thing.
Yeah.
That's like that's not good Taylor thing.
Yeah, no, it's certainly not good. But I'm saying maybe this is like, this song's not spectacular at all. It would have been pretty forgotten on 1989. So if you drop like 2 or 3 awful well, they're not awful. Like Gorgeous was bad.
Yeah.
Look What You Made Me Do.
Gorgeous
I really, really
the
didn't
worst.
like it. Ready for It is my favorite. But again, not that great. It would have been like the 12th worst song on 1989.
Right.
So if you drop like the 3 really bad ones, and then you drop a okay.
Yeah.
Now I was like, I like this song. It's good.
Yeah.
So she kind of like tricked us, maybe.
There's a lot of so far. And this is I've written something on the Brunch blog about all the Taylor songs so far. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna do one on Call It What You Want, because, quite frankly,
there's not a lot to say
what
about
can you
it.
fucking say about it? It is when it came out, Doug Hyde from Nesson and I were going back and forth just talking about how, again, like, dynamically, that song does fucking nothing. And we were trying to figure out what are those things called on side streets. They're not speed bumps, but the road elevates ever so slightly.
Yeah.
That's, like, how that song is. It never, like, goes up or down, really. For a little bit, you're like, all right, I'm aware I'm like 1 inch higher than I was before.
So tippy toes. You do tippy toes.
Yeah. But I mean, that song, like it's feel, it's vibe. Like
it's got a great
all
vibe.
Really cool. I love the verse. I think that
put a good chorus on that song and it's a banger.
Yeah. It's a cool song. Again, I know it's bad, but I like it. But that's the issue. There are too many songs so far that come out like that. You said Ready for It. I very much enjoy Ready for It. I know for sure that song sucks. Like, it is, like, embarrassingly bad. It's fucking Shake It Off level.
It sucks for Taylor Swift.
I think that this album's going to be good because you'd be a fucking idiot to bet on the Taylor Swift album being bad. But so far, she's thrown us for loop after loop after loop.
But usually your singles are, like, what you want to hit people in the face with when
I
you
know,
come out
right.
with an album,
For Red, so far she would have had out We're Never Getting Back Together, and 22. So far with 1989, she would have had Shake It Off and
Blank Space.
And Blank Space out so far. So like those were biggies. And again, Shake It Off was like the trap. That was like the I'm giving you a bad song,
like,
I'm gonna knock your socks.
None of her songs were panned as much as these ones.
Yeah.
Previously, so maybe it's the new direction. Maybe it's just that these are the worst few singles that she's had.
But they're also panned because this is the first Taylor to come out since #Taylor Swift is over party. I think that people are like rooting for her to fail, and I think that music quote unquote critics are maybe they're getting a little too smart for their own good.
I think it's kind of twofold. It's people are rooting her to fail because they don't like her personally, and
is so who fucking cares who she is personally?
Yeah, I really don't.
I bet Ariana Grande sucks. I also don't like her music, so it's bad.
the other side of it though is that she's coming off Album of the Year.
Yes.
So the standards are raised.
What are your 2 favorite Taylor Swift albums?
2 favorite Taylor Swift albums. Fuck. It's 1989, number 1, far and away. And I would say probably Speak Now is number 2.
Okay, so for me, my 2 favorites are 1989 and Red. And probably
Red, really?
I prefer
Interesting.
Red. Yeah. Because those were her... That was her, like... in the process of and then post just fucking abandoning I'm not even going to act
country,
like I'm doing country anymore. And I'm always on board with that. I fucking loved it when Shania Twain did it. Loved it when Faith Hill did it. Fucking wish more people would do it. So those are my 2 favorite. And the reason I asked that is because we're about to get into a little top 5 fucking singles.
Just like we did with Lady Gaga.
It was very well received by us. So we thought that we would do it.
So now that you say now that you brought that up and precursor with it, now I feel like you're not going to have any of her country singles.
You'll see.
Interesting. Okay, let's start off with number 5. I had You Belong With Me.
Ooh. So I'll just come right out and say this. You Belong With Me is not in my top 5.
Okay.
My number 5 is, and I seriously, I came up with my list in 2 seconds, I told you.
I struggled.
It took me 1 second to settle on what was going to be number 5, and it took me another second combined to come up with what was going to be 4 through 1. My number 5, it just narrowly beat out We're Never Getting Back Together. I would have loved to put that there.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I would have loved to put that there.
Jesus,
but
I'm interested in this list
song
now.
has a fucking soft spot in my heart. It's just the sweetest Taylor Swift song. I love it so much. Today Was a Fairy Tale.
That's a good song. I like that song.
I love Today Was a Fairy Tale.
Yeah, that's a very like bubbly like innocent song.
It's so
I like it a lot.
It's so
it's
sweet.
underappreciated 100%.
Not for me.
Ask somebody what their like top 50 favorite Taylor Swift songs are. That song's not going to be mentioned.
Yeah.
I like that song. So I don't hate the pick. I can't believe that you Jesus Christ
shut the fuck up.
I cannot believe
this is
that
why I don't text. By the way,
Jesus!
How do I do it?
How are you not?
How do I do it?
It's on the side. Jesus Christ! Don't bring up the texting thing.
I don't text on Wednesdays anymore.
We're gonna get to that later. Number 4, I have Sparks Fly.
Ooh, was Sparks Fly
It's a single. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I checked my singles here.
yeah.
Okay, I did some research.
Okay. My number 4. You thought that I would only have fucking Red in 1989? Get out of here. Mean.
Jesus. So you're really tapping into my least favorite Taylor Swift
Oh,
songs.
Mean
here.
is terrific.
It's
Mean is her best folky type like pop song.
I like Mean because I defend it like it's kind of like my baby, because everybody's criticism of Mean is like, what a childish song. Like, the lyrics are so fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, it's Taylor Swift. If you're holding...
Welcome to my fucking life. Listening to people talk about Taylor Swift is like listening to... I don't even know. It's like...
Everybody's number one criticism of a Taylor Swift song is the lyrics are so stupid.
Dumb.
It's like... Of course the lyrics are stupid.
That's the only part that Taylor Swift did.
Exactly.
The only part that was done by a fucking child.
So, like, that's probably her most criticized song in terms of lyrics. So I like defended it so much that I came around on finally liking it. But I would not put that near on the top of my list.
I love Mean.
3, Teardrops on My Guitar.
Gotta go with the...
That's a nostalgia one.
Yep, number 1 stunner. 3 for me. This is why I knew that this was probably going to be top 3, but when I think of Taylor Swift bangers I love, this one comes to mind first. 22. What a fucking smash.
It's a banger, but like...
That is a smash.
It is, but again, you're going to like the smashes that are like guilty pleasure smashes.
Oh, no, this one is just, I like my top 40 fucking dripping with sugar. You know? I like to fucking put my finger on it and then like lick my finger and then someone be like, hey, what are you doing? It's not ready yet, or something shit like that. And I'm like, why are you an Italian guy, Mom? Get out of here.
Yeah, you definitely like the, oh man, this is absolute garbage and I love it.
No, not garbage. Just using all the fucking fixins. Just Max Martin in a fucking lab, just making it as sweet and as accessible to every fucking person in the world. No person can hear 22 and be like, I don't like it. And if they do, that's a fucking asshole test right there. That shows that you are you can't hang.
22 hasn't aged well, though, because for like...
Because she has aged.
That's true, because she's not 22 anymore.
It's an autobiographical song.
Yes. No, 22 hasn't aged well because for about a period of 3 to 4 years, literally every single person that turned 22 made their fucking caption on their goddamn Instagram or Facebook status.
So that was good for me. It came out when I was, I think, 24. So I didn't.
You missed that.
And I was hanging with older kids. So I was a 24-year-old hanging with like 26 to 29-year-olds. So I didn't get a lot of those. In fact, the first person I saw do that was Alana Haim when she turned 22.
Oh, she did it?
Like feeling 22.
Oh, man.
And I was like, I've just started listening to your band, but I have a feeling I'm going to like you guys.
Number 2, Blank Space.
Blank Space, 2s.
Okay.
2s, 4s.
Deuce is wild.
2s,
Number 1, I'm interested here because this could really go in a bunch of different directions. But for me, number 1 is far and away Style.
Wow.
Style
I thought that you would
is
have
like,
Style in the top 5.
Style is
It's
like, to me, the perfectly constructed
it's a very sexy
pop
song. It's a very sexy song.
Yeah.
So you picked Max Martin song with a cool little guitar tone. I picked a Max Martin song with a cool guitar tone. I Knew You Were Trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not that surprising.
It's a little anticlimactic picking I Knew You Were Trouble, and that was, so again, took 2 seconds to make the list, and then I looked at it and I was like, what does that say about Taylor that her number 1 is I Knew You Were Trouble? And then I started thinking about it, and then I drank a little, and then I forgot, and then I watched the Celtics.
Probably like 3 or 4 of the songs in your top 5 were ones that I just immediately ruled off right out of the bat because it's just not my favorites.
I think that here's the issue, and this is not a knock on either of us. You're more of a Taylor Swift fan than I am.
That's true, yeah.
You're way more of a Taylor Swift fan than I am. So
This might be the most different and most discrepancy that we have between 2 lists, ever.
I thought there was
our
cool
Lady
that we
Gaga
got
ones.
We both had Blank Space
in the same spot too. So that's a nice little touch.
Wait, so we didn't. So that's actually fucking cool. In our top 5s, we picked 9 total songs.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yep.
Guys, are you hearing this?
Magic.
How about that?
Wild. So there's some stuff that's happened since the last time that we recorded. Not even the last time that we recorded an episode, but a long-time goal guest of the podcast, Kevin Spacey.
Oh.
Shit happened with
How
Kevin
about this?
Spacey.
Before we even get to it.
Yes.
So the woman, Stacy, who I always email to get him on.
Yes.
I was reading some Kevin Spacey news.
She dropped him?
And it was like, Stacey Wolf drops Kevin Spacey. And I was like, I know a Stacey. Oh. And then I searched my Gmail, Stacey Wolf. The emails that her and I have swapped. Boy, oh boy. We should be like, I should have hit her with a care to come on the podcast to discuss.
But we might owe Stacey like a little bit of a thank you here because
we also might owe Stacey a little bit of a what the fuck because she's his publicist.
Yes. And
so when I saw his fucking statement, I was like, who the fuck let him put this out?
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that actually might be on our girl Stace.
But
and then she fired him? That would be really mean.
But that's kind of like the Twitter guy, the Twitter employee, male or female, I don't know yet. The Twitter employee who
love that Twitter employee
who deleted Trump's account on their last day at work. So maybe what Stacey saw was like Stacey has had it up to here with Kevin Spacey's bullshit, and so she saw the writing on the wall and was like, I got a plan.
Yeah.
Delivers an absolutely atrocious statement for Kevin to put out. And then as soon as he does that, she's like, ha, I'm out of here.
I am fucking flummoxed by that. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna. I won't do the fucking thing of like, oh, Spacey's not that good. Like, you guys
Spacey's
know our
great.
fucking thoughts on Kevin Spacey. That guy's the fucking best at what he does, and like to find out that he's a fucking monster of a person, fucking sucks. But
also,
to see him try to explain his way out of it by like. You put it best. Like, his excuse was, you know what, I was pretty drunk. Also, gay. So, like, that has anything to do with anything.
Yeah, the fact, like, and I mean, I sent out a tweet and people were like, oh, you can't use the punchline.
Oh, don't get me started on Twitter. I'm over it.
People are like, you can't use the punchline "I'm gay" as the punchline to a joke. I wasn't.
That wasn't the punchline. The punchline was, I'm going to use "I'm gay" as an excuse.
Right, exactly. And Kevin Spacey used "I'm gay" as an excuse, and even worse, he used it as an excuse for something that has long been kind of wrongly associated with gay people. Like pedophilia has since been the thing that's tied to being gay.
That guy
and
diddles
that's
kids,
super fucked up.
Yeah.
And so that was crazy that he would even try to fucking play that card. And so that was just wild to me.
He blurred the lines in the worst way possible.
Yes, exactly. And I also fucking hated the fact that a lot of people's first responses when that shit came out was like, oh, Kevin Spacey's ruined a great career. And like, oh, now I'm not going to be able to watch Kevin Spacey. Like, if that's your first thought of like, this dude has been molesting underage people, that's just like, that should be like the fifth thought. The fifth, sixth, seventh thought that crosses your mind after hearing that somebody has been a long-time sexual abuser of children.
So what do I do with this DVD collection is that's down the list a little bit.
That's all that kind of, I link that to when there's a mass shooting, the people that are like, wow, I was there
6.5 years ago.
I was there a month ago. That
me.
could have been me. I was on a plane 2 years ago. That plane crashed. That could have been me.
Yeah.
That's just like, fuck you. You're making it about you, and it's not about you.
I know. Really
like,
bad luck.
I understand the disappointment of like having an actor you like turn out to be a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And like, spoiler alert, all of us have an actor or actress that we like who's probably a fucking terrible person.
Oh.
That's Hollywood. So
I know.
I just fucking
some fucking luck with this guy though. Cosby and Spacey.
You? Oh, yeah, two of your favorites. Yeah,
like I'm not
Michael Jackson maybe.
Yeah, no, Michael definitely didn't do anything. I'm just from now on. I'm just gonna not disclose when I like something. If the fucking Haim sisters turn out to be monsters,
what could the Haim sisters even be capable of though?
Esty could have some fucking she could have murdered some people.
That's true. Like if there's one of them, it's well, I don't know.
But that's like
Alana's such a wild card. Alana's such a wild card that like if she did something fucked up, I'd be like, should have saw it coming. She's fucking weird as shit. But Esty's definitely like the one I think that if I had to pin something on, it would be her.
I love them so goddamn much.
But yeah, so Kevin Spacey, glad that we never got him on the podcast now.
No, because not only would we have had him on the podcast, we would have fucking gloated and milked that shit for every penny. We would have had a different fucking video out every day for the rest of the year.
And we probably like would have went there with him.
Yeah, we would have like we fucking flirt with our male guests. We would have been doing that shit. Just a brunch episode.
And so one of the dominoes that's fallen, I don't even know what's happening with House of Cards now at this point because I know they said that they halted production.
Yeah,
but
and then they canceled it.
Did they cancel it?
And now Jessica Chastain wants them to keep it alive and just kill off
Kevin Spacey.
They're considering killing off Kevin Spacey, and in which case Claire would be the main character.
Right.
Here's my idea, and people say you don't want to cancel the show because of this one guy and have all these people lose their jobs that work on the show. That's not fair to them. Why would you do that? My thing is you should cancel the show because it should have been fucking canceled a long time ago. I'm sorry that this is what gets it canceled, but that show should have been fucking canceled. I don't want those people to lose their fucking jobs, but it would have been canceled. The show ran its jobs if they were. The show
ran its course like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So. I mean, that's a case to cancel it, and also the fact that like this show is always going to be tied to Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
regardless of whether he's on it or not. This was like Kevin Spacey's baby, and probably the worst part about it is that Kevin Spacey. There was a lot of Kevin Spacey in Frank Underwood, even down to the part where he fucking preys on Meacham.
Yeah, I don't know if does he prey on him or is that?
I mean, he like for kind of Meacham has shown interest, but like he kind of cornered Meacham
so
into
I couldn't tell if that was Meacham's first experience with a guy. My guess was it was
probably but like
was it just like a Claire's here? I'll do fucking anybody else can be here,
right? That I don't know. It's just like it's so weird to me that Spacey comes out as like a bisexual who preyed on younger men when in House of Cards Underwood is a bisexual who at some points preys on younger men.
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess the truth is
and that's
gayer than fiction.
That's especially weird because the Spacey thing was supposedly out there in Hollywood, like the worst kept secret in Hollywood for a long time. So why would you write that in for a character a guy?
A gay fucking actor can play it. Like there's no like you're not allowed to be a gay guy.
Yeah, but
you're
preying on younger men.
Yeah, but again, I don't know if he's preying on Meacham. He for sure he preys on people IRL.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was necessarily preying on Meacham. But what bums me out about this, and obviously you don't pick and choose like which celebrities get to be what, but that Kevin Spacey is a gay actor and that he's like the best fucking actor. Could you have just not fucking been a creep and a dickbag, and then you could have been the fucking like you could have been the most famous, successful actor, and just like bam, that guy gay. So kids who are having a fucking rough time and everything, hey, the coolest fucking guy in Hollywood, gay as fuck, and nobody fucks with Kevin Spacey.
Right. Like if he came out like a year ago or even 6 months ago, would have been a huge fucking deal for a lot of people.
If he fucking accepted the Oscar after, have you seen fucking The Usual Suspects?
I have not.
So I'd not seen it, and I told my cousin that, and he did the, drop everything, we're watching it right now. And I don't. When people do that shit to me, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You don't fucking decide how I'm gonna spend my time. And I watched it, and afterwards, I was fucking floored. I was like, holy fuck! I didn't even know. Like, I've always loved Kevin Spacey and thought he was great. I didn't know that he had that shit in him.
Okay.
So,
I gotta watch that
when he accepted the Oscar for that movie, he gave a great speech, and I can't say anything because it kind of spoils the movie. But if he was like, also, gay bitches, toodaloo, and walked away, would have been fucking awesome.
Iconic.
Yeah, would have been GOAT.
And now we have him dropping the "I'm gay" as an excuse for diddling young
I'm
kids.
sorry I molested a person, but it was just the gay in me.
So
what else are you gonna do? When
that happened? God damn it! I finished Stranger Things, by the way, this week.
Yes. What did you think?
I liked it a lot. I liked it. I think that I liked it better than the first one.
Yeah, woo!
And
This DJ's.
No, I think I liked it better than the first one, but I have a few takeaways that we've talked about it already. So I have a few takeaways that I want to touch on.
Hit me.
I feel bad for Will. Will had a stronger presence in this season, but
I feel bad to have known Will, to have seen him.
That's horrible.
I want him dead.
No, I feel bad for him because all these kids. We talked about the kids fucking got super famous in the last season of Stranger Things. Will was gone like the entire time, missing the entire time. This year, all the kids, great seasons. Unbelievable. Even Will was strong in the season. But still, Will was asleep.
What he could.
Asleep for about half of the season. Asleep for half the season and just like unconscious or just staring,
complaining,
sweating. I feel bad for him. He should be a star. He should be a bigger star than he is because the other kids are ahead of him.
I don't know. He's getting into Sean Astin territory with me. He's played such a fucking. He's the character. He drives me crazy. I want him. I put him in something where he plays somebody better. I will say. I've been sending quite a few pro Will death tweets. Those don't get anything. They don't get a retweet, a like,
they don't get
or
a
response.
They don't get a reply.
Someone tweeted something to me about Will, like, it was about Bob. They're like, Bob, I can't believe Bob told Will to stop running, and I quote tweeted with, should have told him to stop living, and it got nothing. And this was at like 2 p.m. on a weekday. Nothing. Yikes. No response.
Not a big fan of pro kids dying, apparently, out on the Twitter sphere.
It's not real, though. It's a freaking TV show.
Another thing that I was thinking of with the kids is that thinking about child stars and how many of them... thinking about how many child stars go off the rails at some point in their life, it made me really sad to realize that like one of these kids is going to have some issues down the road. And then it got me to thinking, which one is it going to be?
Caleb, maybe? Caleb's quiet.
Caleb is...
Lucas.
Okay, yeah, he's the most... Thanks. He's the most quiet one, I would say.
Yeah.
But I think it could be Will because of, again, he's not getting his chances here.
Fine, but
he could be dealing with some issues based off of seeing all his friends on the show shine and do a lot with what they've been given, and he's just trying to fucking make the most of what he can out of being like the half-dead kid.
Will's brother has already gotten busted for coke, so we got to rule him out because he's super cool.
Yes.
That kid's awesome.
Joe is for sure. Steve is for sure going to be a megastar.
Yep. Finn Wolfhard is on the
already
fast track.
On the path, yeah. Millie Bobby Brown. But is there a chance that Millie Bobby Brown like gets too much fame and kind of like
Lindsay
goes
Lohan.
off the rails?
Yeah.
I think that's a possibility too.
That is true. We're giving her too much too fast. You see the picture? It was just a short little video. Someone tweeted it with me when I get 3 RT5
where she's
fave.
like doing like a runway on a shitty ass sidewalk in New York.
Like Millie over here, and she just fucking knows what to do automatically.
She does. She like you said Queen. Is becoming so dramatic. With everything that she does.
Queen.
She's becoming like it's either she has so much stardom underneath her right now that it's either going to be. She is going to just be like the most dramatic, most fucking unbelievable diva star, or she's just going to flame out.
I think that right now she's probably in, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence territory, where all anyone could talk about is, hey, you won't believe how cool Jennifer Lawrence is. And it's like,
Jennifer Lawrence's goals.
What'd you see her in? Oh, no, the thing with Bradley Cooper. But she was doing an interview, and she sassed the interviewer. Yeah, okay.
Bill Murray interrupted her interview, and she went nuts, and it was gold.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
She's a fucking person, man.
You're right.
So, speaking of which, you see that this was awesome. The kid got mad because he was waiting for Finn Wolfhard outside of his hotel.
Oh my god.
Finn, I never met you. Take a picture with me. And Finn's like, hey, fuck yourself, man. See you later. And he tweeted the video with like, how rude. How could you do this? And everyone was like, fuck you.
Yes, it was the best thing ever. He was like, how dare you do this to the fans that just wanted a simple picture with you, turning your backs on the fans that made you famous in the first place. Yeah. I was like, made him famous in the first place.
$9.99.
Don't give yourself too much credit. What the fuck did you do sitting on your couch watching this kid?
If you had not made him famous, the other fucking 6 million of us would have made him famous.
Right.
Dude, it was a fucking team effort. You took one
Finn Wolfhard should be taking a picture with you, and he should be honored.
Yeah.
I actually went back into that person's profile, and that person stalks celebrities for a living.
Not good.
I was going through like the media portion of their profile, and I just went from picture to picture to picture, and it's like, look, I met blank, and it's just like you can.
You fucking went to them.
Yes,
man.
you stayed outside their hotel waiting for them and being like, please, I've never met you before. I made you famous, and you can tell that like all the people that he took a picture with did not want to take a picture with him.
I gotta say, I've never met you before is a pretty interesting icebreaker. Imagine going up to like a girl at a bar being like, hey, I never met you before.
Right. Hey, stranger,
but look
I've
at us
never met you before. It's like, that is not where you want to start the conversation.
Yeah, that's just like pointing out like a basic thing. Like, you are a person with whom I've had no interaction.
There are 6 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that you haven't met
a lot of them
most
babies.
Of them.
Yeah,
Yes,
large chance that you have not fucking... I like that. Yeah, just so
but
fuck that kid.
My final takeaway on the final viewing of Stranger Things was Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour are when they went off together and were doing like their whole adventure to stop the Demogorgon and all that. Yeah. I need a lot more David Harbour in my life because that guy doesn't get enough credit for being so fucking cool with so little effort.
Yeah, he's a taller Kiefer Sutherland.
That's a weird comparison. Like, I don't consider Kiefer Sutherland like that cool.
Well, Kiefer Sutherland, if he's on, you got to watch him. He's captivating.
Yeah, but David Harbour...
He's there to save the day.
But David Harbour gives off this vibe that's like he doesn't give a shit about anything. And he is just like super cool no matter what with very minimal effort.
He wears a brown leather jacket very well.
He's just him.
Yeah.
Like he wears that fucking hat in Stranger Things even when he's off duty. And I'm like, fuck, man. Yeah. He pulls off that hat better than anybody else could. I saw some pictures taken by Joe, what's his last name?
Manganiello.
No, Joe Keery or something I think his last name is. Like Steve, fuck you. He took Polaroids on set, and there's just like David Harbour. There's like David Harbour like flipping off the camera in front of like 9-year-old children.
David Harbour smokes cigarettes?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I love it.
Like hand rolled cigarettes.
Yeah. Oh,
that
what
guy's
a cool
the man.
Guy.
I want to get to you are cracking down on your phone habits. You are not texting on Wednesdays anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring this up, and then it came up naturally today, and I was like, all right, fine, let's do it. But yeah, it's. I've only tried it one time so far.
What's the thinking behind just not responding to anybody's text on Wednesday?
I thought of it on Tuesday night. I was just I don't hate texting. I was trying to explain to one of my friends today. I don't hate texting, but sometimes I just don't like having my phone out. You know,
okay.
And when if it's out and I'm checking Twitter or whatever, like you just don't need to be doing it that fucking often. And I check Twitter enough because my computer's generally open, so I can check that. I'm always in contact with you one fucking way or another. The people I need to be talking to, I'm talking to, and there's just so much clutter in texting that I was like, you know what, I'm going to see if I can take one day a week off from it.
This is really weird because I had like a similar thing this week that I decided, but it's very different in terms of where I chose to trim the fat.
Okay.
I'm quitting Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just like it's the same thing. It's like I'm on my phone way too much. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
I would like to not use this as much.
Yeah.
And I would like to trim the fat, and I would like to, if I'm going to be on my phone, I want to to spread myself too thin. And I feel like Snapchat is doing very little for me at this point in time. Like, I don't give a shit about anybody's snaps. I know that nobody really gives a shit about my snaps either. Yeah. It's the most useless fucking app in the world.
Yeah.
It's the most throwaway, expendable thing that I have on my phone. So I'm quitting Snapchat. And
some of these things, man, are not fucking important. Like,
Snapchat is not
one.
fucking important.
Snapchat being number one. It is... You get nothing.
That's the thing. It's like the least important fucking app on my phone.
Yeah,
it means goddamn nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it's dumbing me down. So I want to get rid of it. And I also feel like I had a coming of age moment this week in terms of my phone. I
want to talk about this. Yeah,
I went and I got a new phone this week. The iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10 came out. I went and I was due for an upgrade, so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go get a new phone. And usually that's like a really, really exciting thing for me. It's like I fucking love getting new phones. It's just like a cool little... because you use your phone so much, so that like when you upgrade it, it's like, hey, this is nice. This is like a new thing that I have. Yeah. It's fresh. I got a new phone, and I just like wasn't that excited about it. And I feel like that's a coming of age moment where you're just like, it's fucking whatever. It's a phone.
Yeah.
It does. My last phone did what I needed it to do. This phone does what I need it to do. It's just like there's a few upgrades. Like the camera's nicer.
Yeah.
And it's just like not this big fucking deal. But I ended up getting the iPhone 8 Plus, the 8 Plus rather than the 10, which is the 10 is like the fucking new fancy goddamn thing.
Awesome move.
It was a tough decision. I wanted the 10, but then I got there and I was like, do I really fucking need the 10?
No.
It's like $20 more a month, and it has basically all the same features that I want as like the iPhone 8 Plus. So I ended up getting the 8 Plus just because it made more fucking sense to me.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I did it.
I'm adamant, and this is not me saying like, oh, save your money or whatever, because I'm a firm believer in whatever the fuck you want.
Right, whatever makes you happy.
Get that fucking shit, man. So by all means.
Coming from the guy who pays for like 19 streaming services across the board.
Right. If you're into fucking phones and technology and shit, cool. Could not be me. Between phone, like basically most technology, I'm like, why the fuck would you want to buy a new one every fucking year and spend more money and shit? And all is a fucking... I know I sound like a fucking old guy.
Yeah.
It really does all do the same fucking thing.
Well...
I use it for not texting on Wednesdays, for checking Twitter, and for playing my fucking streaming things.
The big...
I can't take a picture anyway, so I don't care how the camera is.
The big thing for me was that, like, the iPhone 10... quote-unquote enhancements or like the additional features were things that it would provide no additional value to my life. Like you can do like the emojis that copy your face. So like I don't know if you've seen it, but like there are people that are making music videos with the goddamn emojis from their phone and just like singing along with it. It's like that. I don't need that. The other one is
the portrait thing is cool. Have you seen that?
The portrait mode?
Yeah.
They have that on iPhone 8 Plus.
Yeah, fuck the 10.
Yeah, so, and then like the other big iPhone 10 thing is that it unlocks the screen with facial recognition. I don't fucking want
That's
that.
the shit that I don't want.
I don't want that at all.
Dude. Oh, man.
I don't want to fucking look at my phone and have it recognize my face and be like, oh, yep, that's Pete. Let's open this baby up.
Not only that, I don't want someone
to be able to
resembling who has made themselves resemble me to be able to get into my fucking phone.
Or take my phone and then put it in front of my face when I'm like asleep or something.
Yeah.
I don't fucking need that shit.
Yeah, that's man. Like I also don't like the shit. There's a lot of you can do this on your phone now. Make sure that honestly, do this fucking test. Will this work when the grid goes down? People do it. They have it. You use your phone to open your house. Don't do that.
Right.
Make sure you have a real fucking key that a locksmith fucking puts in. You put the key in the lock, give it a little turn, open that door, you're in. Don't need like, oh, I'm gonna need my fucking phone.
You should have a tangible. And if you want to do like an invisible way to do something like Bluetooth, if you want Bluetooth headphones, you should also have real headphones.
Yes.
If you want a Bluetooth way to unlock your house, you should also have a fucking key.
Yes.
You should always have a material secondary option.
Yes. Oh, God. Don't get fucking carried away with technology. It is a fad. I promise you.
I will say the one drawback to the iPhone 8 Plus, I didn't really take into account the fact that I have small hands. So while I'm using the iPhone 8 Plus, it looks like a fucking tablet in my hands, and also it's very difficult to go, like when you're holding your phone, you want to be able to touch one side of the screen to the other side of the screen with your thumb.
I can do it.
Yes, you can do it because you have a regular size phone. I have the Plus and small fingers, so I have to like really reposition the phone in my hand to be able to touch either side with my thumbs. When that's a problem, and it's going to especially be a problem when I am trying to when I get more comfortable with it, and I get cocky, because now I'm like very, very scared of dropping it because it's brand new.
Dude, you're 10-2ing right now. It's gross.
10-2ing?
Yeah, it's like doing. Having the two hands on the phone.
Oh, yeah, two hands. I got to, man.
It looks like you're...
I have to. I don't have any other option. So I am getting a case, but I don't have a case right now, so I'm very, very careful with it. I'm nervous that when I get my case and get more comfortable with the phone, I'm gonna be a little more nonchalant about it, and I'm still not gonna be used to the size of it, and I'm gonna fucking drop it. And now the fucking iPhones are all made of glass.
Is that the one?
All of them are glass.
I think that I have the 7. I don't even know.
That looks like a 7, yeah.
7 is the one that people were upset would bend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't fucking bend your phone.
Don't fucking forcefully bend your phone, you idiot.
Yeah, like treat it like it's an important fucking piece of thing.
But the back of yours, it's like metal.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, it's like a gun.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
This thing is fucking glass. And there's like already reports coming out that everybody's shattering the backs of their phones, like from one drop. I have no idea, man.
Do you remember when, I forget which one came out. I think it may have been the 7. Someone put out a thing saying that a new mode that the phone had was you can charge it in the microwave.
Yes, that's like the best trolling ever.
That's like you're going to hell trolling.
Yeah.
I imagine you fuck your warranty right off the bat.
And also there's like 12-year-old kids seeing that being like, really? Right. Who don't know enough yet, and they worked for like 18 months mowing lawns to afford the phone, and then they just put it in the microwave,
set it on fire within like an hour of owning it. That's so fucked. But you know what? It serves you right if you fucking care about phones. Phones are for fucking geeks. Don't. Ugh.
Thanks for listening to the podcast on your phone.